Hi, this is Paul McMullen and
Larry Eater.
And we're here at the Olympic Trials on day 8, closing out a fantastic Olympic Trials here in Tracktown, USA, Eugene, Oregon. And we sent off all of our athletes to Beijing. And today, taking a look at our recap, we saw fantastic hurdling done on both the men's and women's side, especially the women's. Larry, what did you see today?
The hurdling was amazing to me. Lolo Jones got into a groove in the semi where she dropped at 12:45. Totally hurdling clean, and then in the final she dropped to 12:29, tying the best all-time ever. I think she'll get Gail Deaver's mark. I think she can run 12:23. This woman runs like a hurdler possessed, clean and fast. Awesome races. On the men's side, Terrence Trammell, who was the silver medalist twice in the Olympics, had a great start and a great lead, and David Oliver fought back, and he got the win. Wind dated 12:90, but that's what it's all about.
Yep, fast times. The wind was blowing people to fast times today. None of those were legal that we could actually take and turn them into American records. But if it gives an athlete anything, it gives them tremendous confidence going to Beijing that at least those feet can cover the ground that fast if they need to.
And what did you think about the 1500s?
The 1500s, yes. The 1500. Let's first take a look at the women's. Rowberry showing us that she is the class of the field. Took control of the race with 700 meters to go and never looked back. Believed with every little inch of her body that she was going to win that race and no one was going to deny her. It turned into a race for second and third, and that was between Erica Donahue and Christian Worth. And Erica Donahue, I think you said it, Larry, before, a little rugby player.
Oh, my God. She was a javelin record holder in high school as well as a 1,500-meter runner, and she just fought that last 200 meters. Yep. It was really impressive to see.
Yeah, it was. But it's hard to catch a Rowberry when she runs a 60.5 last lap.
Now, Rowberry had a second on the field. I mean, the battle was for second place with Worth and then also with Donahue. That was just really a lot of fun to watch.
Yep. And I absolutely saw brilliant tactics executed flawlessly. Can't really say that for the men's side. No. Wish I could. The men had an awesome opportunity today. The American record was broken during the men's 5K. Eugene Stadium was filled with so much energy today. It was amazing during the 1,500 meters, and everybody was ready for just a great race. I think we found a great race, but we saw some of our consummate favorites really kind of stumble and a few times, and especially over the last lap, not able to close the gap and make that team. Larry, tell us about the top three.
Well, and I think there's a little roller derby action out there. Rob Myers got himself knocked around, but Legat took off with 200 to go and ran a very smooth 54-second last lap. And then you've got Lionel Manzano, who is the hardest working kid out there. You know, he's NCAA champion, and he made a move, and he was making up a little bit of ground on Bernard, but Bernard's at the top of his game. Lopez Lamam came from the outside, got himself into third, and ran a very smart race. I love this kid, William Lear, from the Oregon Track Club. He's got this 70s New Riders with the purple sage mustache, but he knows how to make a move. And he caught Alan Webb, the American record holder in the mile. And Webb did not run one of his better races today. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, he just looked, we talked about it before. He was a little bit tight, and it unfortunately showed up today. Not good timing, but hopefully he'll be able to put together something over in Europe. I've been asked like 1,000 times, Larry, what would I have done if I was in the race?
Yeah.
Being the 1996, 1,500-meter Olympic trials champ, and this is all hindsight. They blasted off for the first 100 meters. I think they're probably about 12 and a half seconds. And then they just shut it down for, another 600 meters after that. If you're going to do this race and do it right, you'd just jog off the line. You'd join the back of the pack, 800 meters to go. You'd hear the American record being broken in the pole vault. You'd done what Gabe Jennings did, which got to the front, which pulled the crowd into the 1,500-meter race, and you would have run to the finish line from that way out. You'd have to go in the backstretch twice into the wind, but you would have guaranteed yourself a spot on the team, if not maybe stole it. So that was my sort of hindsight's 2020. That's a tough thing to do, but it would have worked out pretty dang good for that person that could have done it.
Well, the Olympic trials is all about doing your moment. Mike Durkin, a 76 and 80 Olympian, called it running uncontrolled aggression.
Yeah.
And the difference in several events today were a quarter of an inch in the men's triple jump, where a guy made the team on the last jump.
Yeah.
And it was hundredths of a second in the hurdles. So, this was a tough one.
Yeah. And how about the women's 200? Oh my gosh!
Awesome.
Alex and Felix, Muna Lee, clearing away. But what about third place?
Marchevette Hooker did this dive that absolutely blew my mind. I think she tried to save her face at the last moment, but in diving, she got her torso across, and she made the third place. It was 22-21 to 22-20, and she just beat out Lauren Williams. It was probably a last-second move, but it made the difference making the team.
Yeah.
Huge, exciting women's 200.
Last 5 meters of that race, she was denied in the 100 meters. She was not going to let it happen in 200
Right.
if it cost her skin. And it did. If you're here at the track, you can see when these athletes hit the track, there's this chalky white substances left, and it's happened so many times in these trials. But that is Olympic trials racing. Am I right, Larry?
Oh, think about hamburger you just drop it on the grill. That's what it looks like. It's not pretty, but it's a fact of life at this level of competition.
Yep. Blood, sweat, and
Blood on the track, man. That's what
blood, sweat, and tears. That's what it is all the way. You got people crying out here. You got people shedding blood, and you got people sweating just sweating like crazy. So it's
what do you think of the men's 200?
Men's 200. I like the size of the guy that won.
Oh,
holy cow!
Walter Dix, is just. I think he's a great
man-child.
Man-child. He's a great find. He made the 100 team. He was running on the inside. Sean Crawford thought he had it, and then Wallace Spearman made this move at the end, and I thought he might get it, but Dix ran the race. Crawford lost the race, and Spearman just about stole the race. So it was a great 200.
Yeah, just a great day here in Eugene. I love football players. Walter Dix, obviously a football player.
He runs like a football player, man. He really does. He runs like a kid from Florida, and but he can run fast. He will run fast.
Yeah, he can. All right, well, this is Paul McMullen and
Larry Eater.
And we're wrapping up day 8 here at the 2008 Olympic
You
trials.
do our moment, though. You got to tell me what your favorite moment is.
All right, favorite moment. Favorite moment of the trials has to be for me is the women's 5K.
Okay.
Without a doubt, Larry.
Love that race.
I watched 3 women fully committed and believed that they could win a 5,000 meter race. I saw great bumping. I saw great pushing. I saw Jen Rhines with every inch of her, which is not very many inches, was ready to deny Kara Goucher second place behind Shalane Flanagan. I've never seen anyone commit that deeply to a position ever in my life.
We are worshiping all 3 of them right now. We are.
I mean, it was absolutely amazing. Shalane Flanagan, the American record holder in the 5K, in the 10K, had to watch a person come back from the dead, and I really believe that Kara Goucher did. But with her win over Paula Radcliffe in the half marathon, this woman has the confidence to take a very high-class field. And we had a fresh Jen Rhines, and we had the American record holder just get left for dust in the last 100 meters. And this is a woman that looked like she was toast with 200 meters to go. And that was my moment. It still leaves me with goosebumps right now, even talking about it. And
Goucher slingshot it out to the lead.
Right.
Now, my prediction for Kara Goucher is she's moving to the marathon, and she will run 2:17. Okay, and I've got a bottle of an adult beverage on it right now. Okay, so we'll see. Next 18 months, this girl
2:17, Larry.
I think she can run 2:17, and you got to do it here because someone hasn't written to me yet. Larry, what crack are you smoking?
Yes.
And I don't feel loved when they don't do that on the website. My moment, I've been going through like 4 or 5 of them, but really I got pretty verklempt when our girl Jen Szynski on her 3rd attempt was trying to make her first height in the pole vault, and it scared me to death. But she's a pro, she did it, and she went for the Olympic trials record and the American record. Awesome. It's putting it all on the line. It's what the Olympic trials are about.
Yeah, it was amazing, and she was clearing the bar by feet. Feet at first.
No, she'll have the world record before the end of the year, or I'm going to get in real trouble because I predicted it twice in coaching athletics. So we'll see.
Larry the Predictor. I think that's going to be your new nickname.
It's been fun, man. It's been fun for 8 days. This has been a blast.
It has been great.
And thank you everybody for watching us.
Yes.
And, it's been really a lot of blast. We got to thank Jen McCafferty for putting up with us for most of the time. And Gary, thank you too, man behind the camera right now.
Yeah.
Putting up with us for one day. He survived and he hasn't killed us yet. But it's
great photos from Victah Sailor.
Victah Sailor's done great photos. This has been, in my 8 Olympic trials that I've been to, the singularly best Olympic trials. Wonderful treatment of media. Wonderful for the fans. Great for the athletes. Look forward to seeing you guys here next year for the U.S. Championships.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. And this is Paul McMullen. Take care. Bye-bye.
Larry Eater. See ya.